What's up, y'all? Beautiful day to be alive. Bobby Rete here, dropping you some free daily wisdom. First of all, brought to you by Pure Positivity. That is my company. It is an amazing product. You can check it out, purepositivity.com. Super easy to use. Gets your dog or your cat some daily goodness. All you got to do is sprinkle it on top of their food. And it is a 100% human grade organic product that is delicious, and it also helps your dog or your cat. So, the free daily wisdom I'm offering today is when you are first getting started out into the entrepreneurial world, it is one of those things you got to think about. Am I going to offer a product or am I going to offer a service? Well, when I first got into business, I did offer a service the first time around, and now I offer a product. Well, there's a lot of advantages, I would say, to starting off with a service versus a product-based business. The few of them that come right off the top of my head is that one, you have lower overhead when you have a service than you do when you have products. When you are a service, all you have is your expertise and your time. That's it. You're just teaching, or you're showing other people how to do it, or you're doing a job that people hire you to do, and that's it, you know? It's a beautiful thing. You don't have any inventory, you don't have any warehouses, you don't have any shipping hassles, you don't have R&D, research and development, you don't have products that you're wasting while you're developing. All these things. There's so many more things to go down when you are a product versus a service. So lower overhead straight off. So, and you want to keep it lean when you're starting off in business, right? So next, you're going to get feedback from your clientele right away. So this is a thing that you will be able to learn what people need on the fly. So they're going to tell you whether or not you're doing it right or whether or not you're doing it wrong. And you're going to understand people's needs, and you're going to understand how to adjust those things. You're going to get to their pain points. This is something in sales. Like, I used to sell artificial turf here in Arizona. Easy thing that people had was a pain point is water. There's not enough water here, and if people are watering their lawns all the time, it costs a lot of money to water their lawns, and it doesn't really grow right. It's a pain point to get artificial turf, and it's going to take care of their problem. So that's an example as a pain point, and that feedback is invaluable. You can use that feedback down the road when you do come up with a product, or when you adjust your business, whatnot. And it is easier to scale a service-based business than it is a product-based business, because when you get really good at what you're doing and you have higher demand for what you're doing, all you got to do is train somebody else to do exactly what you're doing, and you can scale. And you can do this across the country. You can do it around the globe. As long as you have the demand for it and people are looking for it, you can just train and train and train and do better with it. If you have a product, that is trying to scale, it is difficult to do because you don't know if it's going to be sitting around in warehouses or if people are going to keep ordering it. You have logistical problems and shipping and things like that. So other states have different laws for products and taxes and all that type of stuff when you're selling across state lines. That's just a thing you have to learn. And it's you're going to be a lot more flexible when you offer a service versus a product as well, because you can just adjust on the fly. So when things are working, you can write that down. That's working. When things are not working, you can adjust. If it's not working with a product, that means that you have a bunch of shit sitting around and it's not going to be sold, and that you have to take that as a financial loss. And that's just on the low. There's so many other things to think about if it isn't working. The learning curve with a service-based industry or service-based business is so much easier to deal with, because it's just a beautiful learning ground for business. And it's not even just business, it's like people 101. You're learning about what people need and what they want and how to get it to them, and all those things. You're learning it all the time when you're doing a service. Whereas with a product, it's just a little bit more difficult. It gets the product later on. Like, you can learn so much from offering a service on the lean side of things without getting too financially involved. And then later on down the road, odds are when you do a service and you do it well and you do it long enough, you're probably going to develop a product from it. And then you can start working your way towards a product that you can sell. It's not to say the products aren't great. They absolutely are. I love doing what I do. It's also, there's a huge market for products, obviously, out there. But if you are starting out and you're just looking to kind of get into a lean, flexible, easy to learn type of business that you can understand right away, I would say service-based is the way to go. Just remember, it's whatever business works for you is the way that you should start out, and just dive in, learn, adjust, and just go straight for it, y'all. I hope you guys have a great night.